from the bottom up.
You got here yesterday.
Yeah.
What'd you do, just kind of chill out?
As soon as I got here, I was like, it's time to work.
Well, you know, I'm here in Atlanta, and I'm so happy to have a friend like Christine Beatty.
When'd you come home?
Went in August 4th and came out October 14th.
Oh my God, so you just came home.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I was in that same spot, so I get it. I know being away from the kids had to just be
Girl,
tough.
I broke down, like after the first month, I kind of like had this breakdown where I just cried. Like I just, you know, that sob, that deep sob, like why did I end up here? Like what happened? You know, where did I go wrong?
I just couldn't believe that I was really at that point in my life where I was, you know, incarcerated. I was locked up.
And what happened? Because I know we've never talked about the full thing. How did you end up having to go to jail?
Yeah, me and my husband got into it, but you know, we've been married for 18 years, so we know what pushed each other's buttons and lost control a little bit. And I ended up in jail. Woke up like, dang, really? With the orange on.
It was like a domestic violence case.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that actually, like I said, it opened my eyes. Like, what's really important? You know, you can be in the entertainment business, you can have your job and be successful and all that, but really what matters in the end is your family.
Listening to Sarah really, really takes me back and reminds me of my own situation with my family. I hope that she's able to take everything and make the right decisions for herself and her family. Just to kind of share something with you, my ex-husband and I became great friends. We co-parent and all of that. So if in fact there's a point where you feel like, you know what, this is probably not the best thing for me, you know, if you're not happy emotionally, because staying for the kids is great, but at the end of the day, Sarah has to be okay.
Right.
You have a son in college. You have two beautiful daughters. Be proud of what you've accomplished through everything that you've been through. Nobody can take that away from you, not one soul. Whatever's out there, whatever life has taken us through, they can't take away the successes and the things that you've accomplished, Sarah. That's what I need you to know. Give me some hugs and love. Look, before I finish making your meal.
Talking to Christine, oh my gosh, it was like the best thing ever. It just feels so good to be able to talk to someone that understands me.
Christine and I both have daughters. I thought it would just be good for us to be able to take the girls and us sit down and go have a session with a therapist.
It was one of those perfect.
Well, hello, everyone.
Hi.
Why are you here today?
Major circumstances happened in each of our lives. You know, discussing maybe you giving us ways in which we can support each other. The hardest thing is thinking of what it did or potentially the effect it had, and maybe even long-term would have on my children.
What do the two of you have in common?
We had to leave our kids and go to prison for a while. That's one thing we have in common. And we're back and we're trying to get our lives back on track.
My daughters were pretty young when I went to jail. I've always been attached at the hip to my daughters from the day they were born.
What is your understanding of why Mom was gone?
I just remember the first time, like, when they sat me and Lauren down at my grandma's house, and they were like, your mom's gonna have to go away for a long time, but when you come back, we can get a puppy. So that's what I just was happy. I'm like, okay. It didn't really dawn on me that she was leaving until that day that she left.
How long was Mom gone?
15 months.
How do you feel about her being gone?
It was sad because I used to always talk to her because I was living with my grandma, and then we just started arguing. So I used to always call her to come get me. And so when I couldn't do that, it just got worse.
The first day she left might have been one of the hardest too. Woke up like any other day, and I just was holding on to her leg. I didn't want her to go. My dad was trying to hold me back. I was gonna get in the car with her somehow.
So you were real close to Mom. Where are you with that in terms of being able to forgive Mom?
Like, most times when you forgive somebody, it's because you did something to them. She didn't do anything to me. She didn't hurt me. I know she left, but I mean, I've always felt the same way about her. I always respected her.
When you do something wrong and it blows up in your face, the amount of guilt that you feel for playing a part in something like that and destroying people's lives is insurmountable.
Coming up on From the Bottom Up.
I want to apologize for inviting you guys to share your stories. Because Crystal told me that I shouldn't have invited strangers to the table.
That's not what I said. See, that's what I'm not gonna do. You're not gonna do the bullshit with me for real. Like, I can't take that.
I thought it'd be really nice to get all the ladies together and introduce them to Sarah, have everybody kind of just relax for a little bit.
I thank y'all coming to celebrate her. She's here. She just got to Atlanta.
Absolutely. That's so exciting.
Yay, we are so glad to have you in Atlanta. And see, she missed our story sharing, so y'all have to remember.
Oh, okay.
We went to lunch, and everybody kind of shared stories.
I want to apologize for inviting you guys to share your stories. Because Crystal told me that I shouldn't have invited strangers to the table.
That's not what
That's what you said. You said I shouldn't have invited. You said, Christine, it was okay. But when I brought Kim to the table, I didn't preface that you were going to be sharing your story with people you didn't know.
Stacey, I promise I'm gonna pull back that bang and expose that other face you have on there with your two-faced ass.
You're asking people to open up, and I don't want to be.
I wasn't asking anybody to open up.
I don't want to have another train wreck with asking
hold
people to tell their story.
No, that's not what I was saying. So the foursome who happened to be at the lunch, can we do our re-lunch conversation maybe at a later date? Since Sarah's new, she didn't really have the full benefit of everything that went on. Let her tell her story, and then we'll go let the conversation evolve.
Please tell me what happened. They'll tell you. I love to hear stories.
Yes.
My kids were just so crazy about you, and me too. And you don't look like you've gone through anything. I must say, you look really good, girl. You do.
It's been nothing but struggle after struggle, and having to just basically barrel through it head on. I was real happy that I was trying to tell my story and get my stuff out, but then Stacey and Crystal was just freaking about to start an argument.
Y'all still talking about the lunch? Let's go and talk about it.
I just feel uncomfortable.
Okay, come on.
I was telling her how I felt.
I
Go
need to
ahead.
tell Stacey how I feel too,
But I just want to make something very clear, and she maybe misunderstood how I approached her about it. I didn't say bringing these strangers, I said that, I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying.
No. What you said was, you said I brought Christine, and you knew Christine because I'd introduced you. You said, but I'm not saying what you meant, because honestly, I understand when we say things and we may mean something else. So I'm not holding you like to
But
this.
if you understand that, why was that your statement to them?
Because I wanted to apologize. I wanted to really apologize.
But don't say to them to put that brick wall up, because I think
because I don't know what. Hold on. Because I don't know what they were thinking. Because honestly, if I brought you to the table and then you said the first thing you said to me was, I don't need a support group. And honestly, when you said that, I was like, God, I really thought I was doing something good. And my mind went into, damn, maybe I shouldn't have. And you knew you were coming to meet these girls. So then I felt like, well, dang, I thought I was doing something good by bringing them together. But the first thing she says is, well, I don't need a support group. And I thought,
that's what I said. See, that's what I'm not gonna do. You're not gonna do the bullshit with me for real. Like, I can't take that. Because I'm gonna be very honest and very clear about what I said and what I didn't say. You were being mean, girl. You were coming in with the digs.
I don't understand why I'm always being attacked, especially by women who don't even know me.
You're quick to jump on the defense because you made a statement that if I had been the old Kim, it just wouldn't have went down like that. Because first of all, I'm just meeting these women. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know you that well.
No,
but
we really don't know each other.
I cannot believe that this is happening in front of Sarah. Definitely not the introduction I wanted her to have to the ladies. Crystal and Stacey need to maybe go to the side and talk about this later. Definitely not the time right now.
At the end of the day, the lunch was great. I'm so happy I met Crystal and got to hear her story. I'm so happy that I met Kim and got to hear her story. And I want Sarah to benefit from the group that's been brought together already.
I really hope we can all move past the nonsense and come together for each other. That's the whole point of us introducing ourselves, but I don't think that's gonna be really easy for Stacey.
I do not want you to shut down, Stacey J.
I've been misunderstood all my life, so the best thing for me to do is to shut down.
No,
process.
it's not. Just
I need to process.
I give you that.
Stacey, you and me both know you know me, and you know I don't play that shit.
Next time on From the Bottom Up.
My name is Stacey J. Johnson, and I am the founder of the Single Girls Club. Can you hear me?
Choreography fees, the registration fee, it totals up to about $700.
I struggle to pay my rent every month. How am I going to get this money?
Tell me, how does he feel about me working with you?
I really don't care.
I would not inject silicone.
But you would drive drunk with the risk of killing someone.